There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of a smooth, clean pruning cut. And it's about to be winter time, and winter time is when we're doing the bulk of our pruning in the garden. Winter along with summer happen to be the best times to tackle most of our pruning because there are fewer diseases that are actively spreading. And this becomes particularly important when we're thinking about pruning our fruit trees, because a lot of fruit trees are susceptible to different viruses, bacteria, fungi, things like that. So in order to make our pruning jobs more successful and more enjoyable, I've assembled some tools to help us clean and sharpen our pruners right here. I've got just a stiff wire brush that we're going to use, a lubricant, cleaning agent. This is a biodegradable spray made by Felco. Pretty cool to know that there's a biodegradable option. There's a bunch of different tools that you can use to sharpen your pruners, but what I prefer is this carbide steel tip sharpener. I just find it really ergonomic, easy to use. And so these pruners are not too bad. I can open and close them with relative ease, but if they were really bad, I would totally recommend just taking them apart, disassembling them with this flathead screwdriver. Most of them you can do it with a flathead screwdriver. Taking the whole thing apart, and then inside here you'll clean it as I'm going to show you here now. But then before you put it back together, just put a bead of grease, like a white lithium grease, in there before you tighten everything back up, and that'll help make your pruners just like operate so much smoother. So I'm doing it on pruners, but you can apply the same practices and principles to loppers if you wish to. So I just wanted to show you all my process of doing it. There are many other ways to do it, but let's get to it and I'll show you how I do it. Step number one, you're gonna take your pruners, you're actually gonna open them up, and then you're gonna hold them like this with the alligator's mouth facing down, I like to say. Then you take your wire brush and just remove any of the caked on dirt that you can before you get started. These ones are pretty clean, so there's not a whole lot of work to be done. Step number two, you're gonna take your spray, we're gonna take our Felco lubricant spray, and we're just going to spray it a couple times on each side, making sure to get inside the moving parts there, a little bit on the spring as well. Step number three, we're gonna take our brush again holding it alligator's mouth down. I'm holding it against the table and I'm just really getting down to business here. Okay, so I'm doing some small circles, getting into all the nooks and crannies. So at this point you should start to see some of the dirt and the grime starting to lift off. Step number four, we're gonna take our rag and just really quickly wipe off the excess grease and the dirt and the sap that we've removed. You can wipe off the grease from the spring. All right, so things are looking pretty good now. And finally, step five, we're gonna take our pruners, we're holding them the same way, we're gonna point the alligator's mouth towards us, and we're gonna take our sharpener, and you have to see, but the angle of the blade, the part that actually does the cutting, not the anvil, the part that actually does the cutting has a slight angle, so we want to match that angle with this tool. So I'm gonna hold them towards me, I'm gonna put the tool at the same angle as the blade, and I'm just going to run it just flat, well not flat, but at that same angle, maybe 10 or 12 times. You might have to do more if they're really bunged up, but these are in pretty good shape. Okay, so I'm liking the way that those are looking, really smooth. And then flip them over, and this time take your sharpener and just put it totally flat and run it over the top of the other side of the blade. And that just removes any of the little burrs. So little flecks of metal might stick up on the other side from sharpening it. And that's basically it. Now I have a pair of pruners that is sharp, pretty dang clean, and ready to go. So I hope that has helped. I hope that makes your pruning tasks much more enjoyable coming up this winter. I hope you learned something from this video, but until next time, this is Jacob at the Natural Gardening Team reminding you to garden more with fewer chemicals.